Hi everyone, if you are finding this content helpful and want to dive deeper into the course, make sure to check out the entire course available on Udemy. By purchasing the course, you will get access to the course content, downloadable resources, and exclusive material to help you master developing this app using Flutter and Firebase. The link is in the description below. We will move over to view, and inside bottom navigation bar we will just remove one of them and go with const add restaurant. Okay, going to be restaurant registrations. Change the name. Uh, going to be restaurant registration screen, and we are good here. Let's copy this name, come back to bottom navigation bar and paste here. Now we have to import the class here, so let's import it and we are good. Now let's save it and let's have a look. Okay, we do have, it's looking good. We have this add button here. We have restaurant name. We have restaurant registration number. If I tap on this add button, nothing happens. We have to fix that also. So we'll come back to restaurant registration screen, and here we will add inkwell. Let's grab, grab this widget, inkwell. So on tap, we'll go with an asynchronous function, and here we'll go with await image services dot share image from gallery, and we are good. So what does it returns? It basically returns us a list of selected images, and we are good. Now let's tap here. Let's save it first, and let's tap here, and it opens gallery. Okay, it's good. So now we do need to add some models. So we have restaurant name, we have restaurant registration number. Now the next thing which we want to add here is the location of the restaurant. So I have defined two models here, that is, one is address model and another is restaurant model. So let's look onto the address model first. We will go with name, then secondary name, description, place ID, latitude, longitude. So I will click any one of them, press this bulb. At first we will generate constructor, then the next thing we're gonna do is generate JSON serialization. So here is our constructor. First comes the variables, here comes the constructor, then comes to map, then comes formap, and at last this two line of code. Okay, just have a look on it. Now we'll go to restaurant model and let's have a look what we are adding up. We are adding up restaurant name, restaurant license number, banner images, address, and here we'll go with another thing, and that's going to be restaurant unique ID. Restaurant UID. Very good. Now let's create constructor, and the next thing we're gonna create is a JSON serialization. There is something missing here, and it should be a bracket close. Yeah, good. Here comes our constructor, then comes our map, then comes from map, and at last to JSON. We are good here. So the next thing which we are looking forward is that whenever we get authenticated, we will first check that the user is registered onto the database or not. if the user is registered, then we will move the user to home screen, else we will move the user to registration screen. So we'll go to main. Here we do have this sign in logic, and here we do have check authentication. So here we will create another function, and it's going to be check user, or you can say check restaurant. So what it's going to do, it's going to check that in Firebase database we do have that restaurant registered or not. So there is a package which we do need to add before we write a function to check user. So here we have to add a package, and that's going to be Cloud Firestore. So we'll go with Flutter verb add Cloud Firestore. And this package we are looking forward for the database thing, and it will add up that package onto our PubSpec. So let's create a function to check whether the restaurant is registered onto our database or not. So we'll go with static check restaurant registration, and here we will pass field context. Here it's going to be required. Okay, very good. So at first we will go with bool restaurant is registered equals false. And then we will go with try catch block here. Try catch, and inside try we will just go with all of the code. So we will come to constants folder file. Here we'll go with Firebase Firestore equals Firestore equals Firebase Firestore dot instance, and we are good here. So we'll come back to mobile auth services, and here we will go with await Firestore. So we have to declare this function as asynchronous await Firestore dot collection, and here we have to go with the name of the collection. Let's name it restaurant dot where, and here we will be in need of this restaurant model. There is restaurant UID. Copy this one, paste here, comma is equal to auth dot current user dot UID. Let's add an null check here. Dot get, and after getting we will go with dot then. Like we have got the data, now we will be checking out like whether the restaurant is registered or not. So here we'll go with value dot size greater than 0, then restaurant is registered equals true, else restaurant registered equals false. And we are good. Then we will display restaurant is registered equals restaurant is registered. And we are good here. Now we will add a semicolon. Here we will go with log e dot to string. We will display the error, then we will throw an exception. And here we'll pass the error. So here inside this, after this log message, we will go with an if statement. Restaurant is registered, then navigator dot push and remove until, and here it's going to be page transition, and the child is going to be bottom navbar Uber Eats. We will go with a const here, and the transition is going to be right to left. Page transition right to left, and we are good here. We have to add a semicolon at last, and we are good. The next thing which we want to go up with is we will create another navigator. Here we'll go with else statement and paste here. Instead of bottom navigation bar, it will go to restaurant registration screen. And we are good here. So let's check restaurant registration. We will just call this function. So here we have check authentication. If the user is authenticated, then go to bottom navigation bar. But of this, we will go with check registration. That's good. So here we do need context. Okay, go with, yeah, we are good now. So first it will check that the user is authenticated or not. If the user is authenticated, then it will trigger this check registration. And if the user is registered, then it will, the user will be moved to home screen, else registration. Now, if we just restart our app, we'll have a look. Here is our log message. Okay, we are here on to check registration function. Press this one. We are back in the registration. Open this up, and here you can see that restaurant is registered equals false. So it's working good.
Hi everyone, if you are finding this content helpful and want to dive deeper into the course, make sure to check out the entire course available on Udemy. By purchasing the course, you will get access to the course content, downloadable resources, and exclusive material to help you master developing this app using Flutter and Firebase. The link is in the description below.